How good is the new food at Universal Orlando?
Let's eat.
Hi everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sam.
And you are watching the Theme Park Foodies, and we are back for the first time in a while, Sam, to Universal Orlando Resort. Can you tell I'm hyped? There's so much new food, and over the past few years, I feel like I say this every single video, Universal continues to up their food game. New snacks, new snack booths, and they've kind of did a little menu makeover recently over at Universal Studios Park and Islands of Adventure, where there's just a bunch of new eats that I really want to try, and there's been some hype around. Sam, I'm excited.
You've been talking about these eats for about 3 weeks, so it's finally time. There's a s'mores cookie that looks amazing, some chicken parm garlic knot sliders.
Yeah, it's over at Fantastic Four Cafe. We've never been there.
Yeah, we've never been there. A loaded Bavarian pretzel.
Ooh, this is a pretzel girly right here. She loves her pretzels.
Oh, I should have worn my pretzel necklace.
Oh, you should have. Yeah,
that's an opportunity.
That pretzel is over at Parkside Fare. They also have a giant foot-long hot dog there. That's a newer booth that they had built that's right near Simpsons Land. They also have some strombolis that you can find over in the New York section. So much new food, so much for us to be had. But the question is, do these new eats compare to Disney's? Can they be better than Disney's food? Some parks do better than others. I think Magic Kingdom's a little weak, but I think Universal in years past hasn't been known for its eats. I think they might be catching up. I'm excited, Sam. Do you think they'll do better?
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I think Epic put some pressure on the other Universal parks to up their game. So
I agree. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Hype if it's in the first week of this video coming out. And join us while we try out the brand new eats over at Universal Studios Park and Islands of Adventure. Our first stop takes us into Universal Studios Park. We're going to head straight underneath those golden arches and then bear right down Hollywood Boulevard. They have a special exhibit right now. This is kind of like their summer tribute store. It is the Spielberg Summer Blockbuster featuring Disclosure Day. So it's promoting Disclosure Day, which I think is a new Steven Spielberg film. And I think it's also going to highlight some of Spielberg's other works. I want to head in and check this out first. As we walk in and bear left, we're going to notice this giant Jaws mural. I'm actually wearing my Jaws shirt today, coincidentally. We have some storyboards from Jaws and some behind-the-scenes photos. Very fun. As we walk through, we're going to find some E.T. paraphernalia, and this looks like an animatronic arm that they had used during the production. We're in the Jurassic Park room now. You can see the goggles that they used in the film, and these are original park props, the hatched eggs. And there's the cane with the emerald mosquito that housed the DNA for the dinosaurs. They have right here the clipper boards from Jurassic Park and the Lost World. And so after the Jurassic Park section is the promotional material for Disclosure Day. Let's see how it looks. Like we got some badges, a mug. All right, so Sam's gonna center her face in the frame. Oh, countdown. Oh, it takes a little photo.
It was free.
Oh, wow, it's free.
I'm sure that they don't smile like that in the movie, though, with whatever's going on.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a happy movie where you smile, but that's what I do when I take a picture.
Emily Blunt's staying busy, right?
You're booked and busy.
The bridges I burn light my way.
Now it looks like this leads out into a Steven Spielberg gift shop. $30 for this Jaws shirt. $22 for this Jaws plush. He's got some sharp teeth. $60 for this Jaws sweatshirt. Oh, Sam, this looks perfect for you. It's a Jaws hat, and his little bite got taken out of the actual Jaws. It's only $30. Oh, look at the bottom, too. Look at the interior. $60 for this little Jaws purse, and Jaws is eating the boat. And it's in a bottle. Shipping a bottle with the Jaws. That's pretty fun. Oh, this mug is sick. It's only $20. Jaws coming out. Visit Amity Island. And on the back it says, "Don't go in the water." Because there's a shark in it. $37 for this Amity Island map shirt. And a lot of this Jurassic Park merch you can find in the Jurassic Park section of Islands of Adventure. No food in here, so we're going to have to head to our first booth. First food item takes us over to Parkside Fare. This is, of course, near the Central Park section. So we have to head straight down Hollywood Boulevard. We're going to head in this little corridor that's right near this like kind of media center area. As we head out of there, we're going to bear left towards Simpsons Land. We're not heading into Simpsons Land. This is obviously going to be right next to the Central Park area where you watch the water show. And they recently built this. This is, I think, the newest kind of permanently built booth here. They have a giant Bavarian pretzel. It is on like that spinning wheel, but it is a huge pretzel. Do they list what's on and in this?
No, it's just a charcuterie meats. It looks like it's some salami and capicola. They give you some pickles, Tostitos cheese, and then some Dijon mustard.
Capicola, for those in the know, is gabagool to those in the know.
Only gabagool, Grandma. It's nothing but fat and nitrates.
Gabagool. Over here. This from a slice of gabagool to gabagool. Gabagool.
It looks good. Like, I'm happy they're doing things like this. This is a good elevated theme park snack. It's like a huge portion for $15. Usually I feel like their stuff is pricey and not worth the price, but like these portions are ginormous.
Tony Soprano would be proud.
My good friend, Tony Soprano.
Oh, you gotta get some of that Dijon.
Nice to see some Dijon, not just, yellow. Ooh, oh my god. So spicy.
Oh, interesting. Dijon's usually sweeter, I feel like.
It's a good pretzel. It's not too salty either. I was wondering why this reminded me of something. It's the Jock Lindsay's pretzel.
Oh yeah, it's very similar.
It has a loaded pretzel like this.
I'm very interested though in how a grab-and-go booth is going to do cured meats. I don't know if I trust Gabagool from Parkside Fare. I understand they're near Central Park, but are they Italian?
As long as they're keeping them refrigerated, it should be fine. A lot of pickles too. And if you've had Tostitos cheese, you'll know what this tastes like. That even has a little kick.
Spicy pretzel.
I honestly really love this. I'm gonna definitely get it again. I think it's an elevated, shareable park snack. I'm happy they're upping their game. I'm gonna do a 9.
Well, so do you think this is better than the pretzel they have in Hollywood Studios at Baseline Tap House? I feel like that's a higher number than what we've given to Baseline before.
I think that pretzel is better, but this overall variety of things, pickles, charcuterie, cheese, mustard, elevates it a little more.
Elevated. So if you notice sitting parkside, you gotta get a hot dog. This is the barbecue pork dog. It's 12 inches. It's a foot long as my head.
That's a true 12 inches.
Yeah. And it also, Sam, for those that know, I'm a fan of the slaw. I'm a slaw aficionado. I'm on an endless quest to find the best coleslaw in all of Walt Disney World. But is this the best coleslaw in Universal? They put coleslaw on top of the hot dog. Does anyone at home do this? When you're by yourself, put some slaw on top of a dog? Because I've done it.
When you're by yourself. Doing it in shame.
We don't need to tell anyone. All right, let's try this dog out.
I definitely, when I looked at that, I was like, oh, that's going to be the one you're having.
So that's it. The pork is nice and juicy on top. It's not dry at all. The dog itself, I'm a big fan of having a slight snap on my hot dog when I bite into it. That's kind of the weakness for me on Disney hot dogs is a lot of Disney hot dogs. They're kind of those ballpark is in the freezer section style dogs where they're very soft, almost bologna-esque. This has some of that, but it does have a nice snap on the skin, which I really like. And oftentimes, especially on the Disney footlong hot dogs, you'll get some chewiness in the bits, which I'm not getting here. I really like this. I would like maybe a potato bun. This is definitely just a standard. It's a decent bun. Doughy bun. I love the texture of the coleslaw on top. And the coleslaw adds a little bit of sweetness too. I would like some mustard. Give it a little bit of spice, which is what you want in a dog.
I got a cup of mustard for you.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a lot of. You know what? Should I?
That mustard's good. I think you'll like it.
Let's combine the two. Maybe this is the combination that we've been waiting for. Let's get a good look at that. Let's get a good bite of it.
I'm glad you like that dog because you got 12 inches of it.
This mustard on this dog is perfection. I would go 8 without this. Ask for just a side of this mustard with the dog. You should be able to hopefully buy it. I don't know that for certain. Don't say Jay told me I could buy this mustard. Until you can. The pigeon's looking for me to drop some of this dog. The dog itself I would give an 8 to, but with the mustard I give it a 9. That booth itself is a great upgrade. I think it complements the Central Park section really well. I hope they get some seating over there right near animal actors. But we are starting off very strong. The Spielberg experience, how cool was that Spielberg experience, Sam?
And you're wearing your dress shirt and you didn't even know.
Yeah. Now we got to see some live props. Very cool. All right, on to the next food. Our next food item takes us over to the New York section. Now this little spot is going to be right next to the Jimmy Fallon ride. Tons of construction walls up right now. It's called 57 Fare, and they've completely transformed the menu here. It used to just be the pizza you can get over at Louis. No more pizza. They now have strombolis, which feel like a smart grab-and-go option. They also have a hot dog. One of them, despite us being in New York, is Philly cheesesteak, which I guess kind of makes sense. They also have a pizza one. But Sam, you're going to get in touch with your inner Philly right now. Your inner Philadelphian. She's not from Philadelphia. Sam, what's on it in this?
It has some, I guess, tender beef, I think peppers and onions, and I don't know, sesame seeds?
Yeah, it looks like it has like kind of the everything bagel seasoning that they have over in the Isle of Burke type of food.
This was, I think, the same price as the loaded pretzel from before, and this thing is steaming hot. Like,
They snapped in half, so we didn't get any good shots.
It just came like that. I don't know. It tastes better than I anticipated. The bread is good. It's soft. I like the seasoning. I think there's supposed to be cheese in here too. A little crunch on the peppers and onions. It actually has a lot of flavor in it. There's also a mac and cheese stromboli over at another cart that's near Diagon Alley. But these ones sounded more interesting. I'm gonna give it an 8.
You've had like straight 8s recently.
I'm surprised. I'm surprising myself. Well, coming out of my mouth, I was like surprised. And I was like, it's like an elevated Hot Pocket.
Now you know why I was excited.
Elevated word of the day.
All right, so this is the pizza stromboli. It looks like it has a little pizza seasoning on the outside. I will say this thing was even more destroyed than the Philly cheesesteak one. I'm not sure how grab and go these are. They're very hot when they come out. This one's going to have meatball, pepperoni, and it's going to have some cheese as well as marinara sauce on the interior. This is very good. I'm definitely getting what you're saying, Sam, about elevated Hot Pocket vibes.
And there is a Philly cheesesteak Hot Pocket. Like, it started reminding me of that when I was eating it, but it tasted even better.
There's also a pizza Hot Pocket. That's the classic. I'm going to agree with your 8. Love the pizza seasoning on the outside. There's a little bit of hint of spice on this. It's very doughy. My issue, the reason I'm not going 9, is I think it's messy. Like, you would think that a stromboli wouldn't be messy, but it is. So I'm going to go 8. Hope we bring it out a little bit cooler. You know, we don't want to get any McDonald's coffee lawsuits on our hands, but still very good. All right, 57 Fare also has the pastrami Reuben dog. Also a foot-long hot dog, like the other dog. Same dog as we had in Central Park, but this dog is about to fall out on me. This bun is not bunning as it should. So the pastrami kind of like falls apart in your mouth, which is good. Thankfully, the pastrami isn't like too chewy, which can happen sometimes. There's a good crunch from the sauerkraut. Sauerkraut obviously goes well on a dog. The issue is the bun. This bun is staler than the other bun. I also feel like the other one was good because you could put some like mustard on it, give it a little bit of spice. Not a lot of spice here. It's almost too creamy for a dog, which isn't a bad thing. I think some people would like this. I do like the dog itself, but as you guys can see, this bun ain't holding up.
Well, there's Thousand Island dressing all over, and I think that's what's making it soggy and fall apart.
I like the flavor profile, but I don't think its execution goes well. I'm going to go 7. I think there's strengths, there's weaknesses, which makes it middle of the road. Now it is time to head to Islands of Adventure, Sam, for the things I'm actually most excited to eat on this list. All right, so we have traveled across the land to Islands of Adventure. And the adventure begins yet again, because we are continuing our crawl. Port of Entry is the entrance line. It's so kinetic. I always tell people, take your time here. Take in the atmosphere, because it's so nice. There's a little area called Croissant Moon Bakery. Get it? Because that croissant is like a crescent moon. You're going to go into here. There's some construction walls right now, and they have so many little treats, but there are, or I think a few new items here. There's a Dubai cinnamon roll. So interesting. But Sam, you actually got their coffee.
Yeah, I've always liked their specialty coffees here, so I got the s'mores coffee, and look at it. It has graham cracker crumbs in it. Like, not just marshmallow syrup, it has marshmallow fluff, chocolate syrup. They did a good job.
The black coffee I'm not a huge fan of. It has a little sour note, but I think when the mix-ins make it good.
This is great. This is just as good as the one at Wilderness Lodge, the s'mores latte there. I'm going to give it an 8. They do close at 4, though. So if you want this, come early.
Yeah, you gotta be risky to get it here. They have a cookie butter cinnamon roll, but we won't do Dubai because I'm trendy. I want to try the trendy thing. All right, so this is the Dubai cinnamon roll. It looks like it's almost like a toffee icing. They put on it's a green icing, then they drizzle on some warm chocolate, and then if they finish it off with crushed up pistachios, it's warm. Although we did take some pictures of this. It's my first sweet of this crawl. It's like a pre-made cinnamon roll. They did a very nice job creating it, I would say. Sam, I want you to try a little bit if you're open to it. The cinnamon roll itself is eh. I like all the stuff around it, but it's eh.
I don't think pistachio goes with the cinnamon roll.
I could go with that. It's interesting, but it's not it. I'm going to go 6. I don't think this is the best version. I also think it's a great cinnamon roll. You want to have like kind of a flaky exterior with a soft interior. This is just soft all the way through. I think it has to do with the way that they're creating it in this little pan pie thing. So, not the best. Our next stop is our last stop. And I'm pretty sure what they have there is going to blow our minds. All right, so if we're heading straight out of the port of entry and we bear left, we are going to find Marvel Superhero Island. We've never dined here before. It's the first restaurant that you see right past Hulk. It is Cafe 4. You see the Fantastic Four right up there on the ceiling as you walk in. Some projections. It's very fun in here. Get some pizzas. And they have two brand new items. So these are the...
So the garlic parm sliders. They're house-made garlic knots with tender herb breaded chicken breast, marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese. We have never eaten in here before. I've never wanted to eat Italian food at a superhero cafe. I've always been a little nervous to do that, but this sounded really good. One of them's giant. I'm gonna leave you the giant one. That's a J. Super messy because there's so much sauce on it that it's like sogging out the garlic knot. But it actually, flavor and taste-wise, is way better than I expected. And the chicken is surprisingly good, cooked thoroughly, and it's not chewy at all. There's also like pesto on it to give it some extra flavor. I would eat these again, and I did not think I would feel that way. I'm gonna give them a 7.
The people were going crazy over these. We did wait a little bit long though. If they are a little cold, I feel like now. Everyone's going crazy for this s'mores cookie. It sits under a heat lamp, so it comes out warm. It has this warm marshmallow on top. Look at that pull, Sam.
It looks like they torched the marshmallow. I wish I didn't chug with the s'mores coffee, because it would have been nice to have the s'mores coffee with the s'mores cookie.
There's literally no chips in the center of this. It's just cookie rounded in chips and s'mores at the center. I don't know how I feel about this. It was probably much better when it's warm again. We took a lot of pictures of it. Very crunchy. I don't know.
It kind of looks dry.
It is dry. A lot of people liked it. I feel like they may have gotten better iterations of it.
We're also here at like closing of the cafe.
Yeah.
Closes at 4.
Cafe. Well, they turned everything into a character meal at some point. I'm gonna give the -7. The ones I saw online had more marshmallow on top. This is very limited marshmallow. I want to see what you think, Sam. All right, so Sam, I'm interested in your thoughts on this. I do think we waited a little bit, so it's cold now.
Not even cold. It's very dry. It's extremely dry.
I don't think this is what I saw online. That's the thing. Like, I don't think these are the pictures. I think maybe the first day they did it, it was like the best iteration of it. I gave it a 7. I think it's average. What do you think it is?
It's like burnt on top. It's overcooked and way too dry. I give it a 5.
Wow, so we started so strong. And we actually had most of the things were really strong, but the thing I feel like I was most looking forward to kind of broke our hearts a bit, right?
I think we got a bad iteration.
All right, so that does it for our new food crawl over at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. We got to see that Steven Spielberg experience that kind of promoted Disclosure Day. It was really cool seeing those props from Jaws as well as Jurassic Park. A lot of the new food really impressed me, Sam. That pretzel, right?
That was my favorite thing.
Yeah.
And the dog, too, from that spot.
Yeah, we got that dog.
And the pork.
Out of the 2 dogs, I think the hot dog where we got the pretzel from Parkside Fare was much better. The strombolis, I think, were interesting. I think they were good. I would say they were a good grab-and-go option, but they came in just a little too hot, right?
It was hard to grab and go with them because they were kind of falling apart, but they did taste really good.
Yeah, hopefully when they're done with those construction walls down, there'll be a little bit more seating everywhere. There was so much live music. We actually saw the Blues Brothers at one point walking through Universal Studios. There's just so much going on in that park that made it feel so alive, and I really think it is transforming for the better.
Yeah.
Not only is the food getting better, but the atmosphere much better as well. Though we didn't get deep into Islands of Adventure, the items we had here were pretty interesting. I don't think the sweets really hit today, and I really was looking forward to that cookie, but it just wasn't it for some reason, right?
I think it was because it was the end of the shift. I think we should have came earlier. I think those have potential. And honestly, what did I give the sliders? A 7? Did I give it a 7?
I think maybe 7 or 8. I would go 8 with the sliders.
They were good.
Yeah.
They were way better than I expected.
Yeah, those sliders were solid. I definitely recommend. Cafe 4 also inside was so fun.
Yeah.
The projections, like all the different kind of Marvel artwork on the ceilings and stuff. It was
very 90s.
Yeah, it was like a 90s Sistine Chapel of Fantastic Four. So much fun here. These Universal videos are never do best. They're always like 10 of 10 for us. So for those of you that watch and stick to the end, we really appreciate you guys. And if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm. Helps people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notifications that way you are notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday at 12 p.m. and hit that bell so you're notified when that second video drops later in the week.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
Make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. For those that don't know what I mean when I say 10 of 10, YouTube will rank your videos based off of views when they initially come out. 10 of 10 is like the least or the worst performing of the videos. We want to do more Universal. I do think it's because we just don't do enough Universal, but it's harder for us to get to. So for those that watch, and if you like these videos, like liking, commenting, and like that hype button that comes out the first week really will help these videos out. So
yeah, and the hype button, I think it's only in the app. If you go to the comments section and like swipe over, there's like those 3 circles, you can hit the hype button.
Also, if you're a member, don't join the memberships in the app, join them on your desktop. For some reason they cost more in the app, right?
Yeah, we just learned that the App Store is like charging a higher fee than what we set for the YouTube memberships, because the App Store is like taking a little chunk of money.
Yeah, we don't want you guys to
We don't want you to pay more. Like,
yeah.
we just pay the App Store.
Yeah,
So.
we appreciate you guys that watch and that support us, because honestly, we couldn't do it without you. And the people you see scrolling up on the screen right now, those are our members. I want to give a special thank you to them and their generosity for helping us fund this channel. If you have any interest in a membership, we have tiers as low as $1.99 a month with differing perks like early access to videos and end credits credentials like you're seeing right now. If you have any interest in a membership, you can check out the join button below and learn about those different tiers and perks. But even if you can't become a member, if you're someone who just consistently likes, comments, subscribes, engages with these videos in any way, we greatly appreciate you, because your engagement, it helps us make more of them, and we feel very privileged and very lucky to be able to make them. And as always,
Keep it going for Frank.